Hello there everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here with a coin of which many of you probably don't know exists. This here is the 1943 Victorian half farthing coin from the United Kingdom. So I'll begin first by explaining the old system. The old system here is a system where essentially there were 240 pence to the pound, unlike the one that we use now where there's 100 pence to the pound. 240 pence to the pound was made up by obviously pennies, which then moved up to shillings, crowns, and so forth. And underneath a penny, there was a halfpenny and a farthing. A farthing being worth a quarter of a penny. Now that there means that a farthing at the time was worth a quarter of a penny, and 240 pennies made up a pound. And what you see here in front of you is half of a farthing, being this coin here was originally worth 1/8 of a penny. So, how many of these would it take to make a pound at the time? Well, that would be 1,920 of these to make up a single pound before we switch to the decimalized system that we use now. So, with that all out of the way, let's go off and hop into it and just talk a little bit about this half farthing. So this half farthing, as I did mention, is the 1843 version. The composition is copper, and it has a weight of 2.36 grams and a diameter of 18 millimeters. And the coin is in the medal alignment, and this year was actually demonetized fairly quickly, as they only began being minted in 1839, and actually were demonetized in 1869. But that's also because of things I'll get into a little bit later. Right, let's hop into the designs here and talk about the reverse first. So what we have here is, I'll start with the lettering. In the centre, the obvious half farthing, and just beneath that we have the date 1843. So we've got the denomination and the date right there in the centre, nice and clear. And then just above that we have the crown. We have the central crown right there, beautiful engravement, very good indeed. And along the bottom here, we have quite a few details where we have the English Tudor rose there, the Scottish thistle, and the Irish shamrock. Very small details that just line the bottom of the coin. Now, it should be noted that the 1839 version only has the Tudor rose, as that there was originally struck for use in Ceylon. There's probably a photo of where Ceylon is on screen now. And from 1842 onwards, they're made into legal tender in the UK, which is when they were reminted to essentially have the 3 national flower emblems below the date rather than just the Tudor rose. Alright, so let's go off and flip this over now and look at the obverse of the coin. Also, I should mention before I do flip this over, it is tiny once again, and it does have dentricles there along the edge, as you can see, and there you go. Got a nice smooth edge as well. That doesn't really pick up on camera too well, I'm sorry. But yeah, smooth edge there, and we have dentricles along the edge. There we go. There we go. Now we've got the obverse here. So the obverse here features the first portrait of Queen Victoria, this here being the uncrowned head, of course, also known as the young head. There you go, you can see Victoria there, and she's facing to the left. And around it we have the legend here, Victoria DG Britannia Regina FD. Now this here would translate to Victoria by the grace of God, Queen of the Britons, Defender of the Faith. Now my Latin is very rusty, so please do bear with me when I try to say this in Latin. Victoria de Gracia Britannia Regina Fide Defensatrix. Latin's a bit off, I'm sorry. That should be correct though. And yeah, so that's the legend there that we have surrounding that side of the coin. And this here was engraved by William Wyon, who we've probably mentioned on this channel quite a few times. If I haven't, then I'm sure to mention him in some future videos, because he does come up quite a lot when it comes to Victorian coinage. So yeah, that's the pretty interesting half farthing coin. minted for a very short period indeed, literally only being minted from 1839 up until 1856, and then being demonetized in 1869. These coins here do actually carry a very surprisingly high value. This specific one, the 1843 half farthing, carries a value of around £11. £11 being around about 16 or 17 US dollars. And yeah, that's about it really for this coin. It's a very interesting coin indeed. The smooth-edged copper coin with some denticles going around it and the 3 national emblems beneath it. It's honestly odd that it existed, and it's because it was worth nearly nothing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like down below, leave a comment if you want to, and do remember to subscribe to the channel for more. Alright, ta-ta everyone, have a good time.